Is the digital world taking over your mental health? Let's talk about it. Welcome back to another episode of Peace Over Chaos, y'all. This week, we're talking about something that we all experience. And y'all know what it is? Take a guess, take a guess, take a guess. Our relationship with technology. Oh my gosh, okay. Everybody knows while digital spaces can connect us, it can also be draining. Did I say that the digital spaces can be draining? Yes, I did, okay? But we already knew that. But yet we let it just drain us. Oh, technology drained me, right? I'm just saying. So let's talk about a little bit, just a little bit, okay? Let's talk about social media and self-esteem, right? We are now in a world where we all know that technology is extremely important. Technology is like the biggest thing to the planet, right? One of the biggest things to the planet, right? And technology or social media, right? Technology produces social media. Social media produces all of these unrealistic expectations of ourselves and others, right? Because oftentimes people are posting, but they're only posting the glimpse and glamours. They're not posting all the behind the scenes, the heartaches, the crying, the stress. They're not posting all that. So we get caught up in this world, and then we're trying to live up to this standard that's really not real. It's not a real standard, if we being honest, because it's unrealistic to meet. Because you don't know what that person has gone through to get there. Okay? So social media and self-esteem. Okay? Another thing that social media does is it creates this world of comparison for a lot of people. Okay? Constant comparison can trigger anxiety and negative self-talk. I know for a fact we have all been there. And if you say, oh, I never did that, I don't believe you, but I'm gonna let you have it. Okay? Because we've all been there like, dang, I've been doing this, why I ain't got there yet? Or I must not be good enough. I probably need to leave that alone because how they doing it, and I've been doing this way longer than them. We don't know what it took for them to get here. We don't know what it took for them to succeed and accomplish whatever that is that it may be. We don't know nothing. But yet, we constantly compare ourselves and sometimes have negative self-talk within ourselves and not realizing that we don't even know the full story. That person could have been down on their luck for 10 years and finally caught a break. And you only been trying to do this for the past year. You don't know. We just don't know, right? So that constant comparison can trigger anxiety. You know, because now you're anxious. Oh man, if I don't get it by this time, I got to do this and blah, blah. Now you all worried and all this other stuff for no reason at all. Like, what are we doing here? Right? Just saying. Also remember that even with social media, we got to remember that the science and the algorithms, right? It keeps us scrolling. That's why they call it doom scrolling, right? But it also feeds us content that can affect our mood and perception of ourselves. Right? You ever look up one thing, we all know this, right? On our phones, right? You thinking about something, you talking about something. We all say that these phones be listening to us, right? You look up one thing, you have a thought, all of a sudden, boom, it's on your social media. And now you're scrolling. Every time you're scrolling, that's the same thing or the same topic keep popping up. And you just like, what? What in the world is happening here? Right? Well, I just was thinking about how, dang, I'm in a bad mood because X, Y, and Z. Now all of a sudden, everything on my timeline and social media is consistent about this. Right? So no, we gotta be mindful of that. And that's like, or I wanted to work out and I ain't gonna never lose this weight. I'm gonna be big back forever. Now everything that then come on your social media is related to big back behavior. Or telling you, or is related to like working out and now you feeling all pressured. Because it's like, dang, how they look so good. I would never look like it. Because now, y'all see where I'm going with this? It's creating a narrative within us of inferiority. Just saying. Of doubt. Of negative self-image of ourselves. Right? It's creating all these things. And we get caught up in it so easily. And every now and again we remember, snap out of it. But sometimes it be a little too late and we got to go through the motions to get up out of it. I'm just saying. Right? So I laid all that foundation, right? Because I told you I'm going to keep it cute and simple. Y'all know how I like to do it. Right? So let's talk about some digital wellness strategies. Okay? On your phone, because a lot of adults don't think to do it for themselves. They always think to do it for their kids. But you can do it for yourself too, right? Set app limitations, right? Put timers on your apps. I don't know how to do it in each phone, but you can do it. Put a cutoff time when you can't. Like some people like to, as soon as they wake up in the morning, they get on the app. They get on the Facebook. They get on the TikTok. They get on the Instagram. Why? Because we want to see what everybody else is doing. That's why. We want to see what was going on, what was popping when we were sleeping in the middle of the night. What is that going to do for us? Why are we feeding our brain all that first thing in the morning? Because guess what? If it's something that's negative, now guess what? It just alters our mindset first thing in the morning. Now remember, I just told y'all in that last episode that sleep is important. And so you done got a well-rounded, well-rested night's worth of sleep. And now you done wake up so that you could feel good in the morning. And now you are waking up and you are feeding yourself so much negativity. Sometimes it's positivity, so that's fine and dandy. If you have set your social medias to be more so just positive stuff like words of affirmation or affirmation quotes, and you follow those type of people, that's fine. But even still, every now and again, a little negativity can find its way to creep up. Now, I'm not saying don't ever be on social media because it's all negative. I'm not saying that at all, because some people, we like to see like the little fun celebrity mess and all the other stuff because it's entertaining. That's what it's meant to be for. But at what point do we remember that sometimes this stuff that we are consuming is not helpful for us at all? In fact, it's feeding the negative thoughts that one could have about themselves. And we don't want that. We don't want to feed that. We want to starve that out. So it's like no longer there. Right? So set app limits. How long you can be on the app at a time in one setting. We all know people, we be on the TikTok 2-3 hours, look up, dang, it's been 3-4 hours, didn't even know. Because you're scrolling and sometimes it's funny and sometimes it's like, oh my God. Because there are some people that tell very great stories on TikTok and you just get all wrapped up in it. I'm guilty of it. I've done it before. But I can admit that, right? Just saying. Okay? So set those limits on your apps. Take some tech-free breaks, right? That's self-explanatory, meaning get off technology and go take a break. Leave your technology in one room of your house and go to another room of your house and just go do something else. Read a book, listen to music on the radio. I know that's kind of old school, but still. Or on your TV, you can listen to music. Just let the music play in the background. Go outside, touch grass. In a fun way, not the way, but just go outside. Be one with nature. Sit in the sun if you can before it gets too cold. Or if you like to go for a walk. But take a break from technology. You deserve it and you owe it to yourself to do so. Right? Mute or unfollow accounts that don't serve your well-being. Right? I just said that sometimes some people, and these to go in, and I'm also say this other stuff, and intentionally choose uplifting online communities. So I just said some people set their algorithms and who they follow up to only showcase positivity. You know, positive words of affirmation statements. You know, people that's always like speaking positive, having positive messages, all of the good stuff. So if you're realizing that you follow a lot of people that's like rage bait content and negativity and men versus women, is all that stuff, and that ain't what you want, remove them from off your timeline. Stop following them and replace it with stuff that's more positive, stuff that's intriguing to you, right? You might have an interest in investing in real estate. Okay, add a couple more of them onto your timeline. You like when people are preaching the gospel, add a couple of them to your timeline, and you know, follow them. Those quotes, those faceless accounts that's like all just positive quotes, add that to your timeline. Follow those people. You get to determine what you consume on social media. And if every now and again something creeps in that's not what you want, exit out of it. Don't watch it and feed it, because guess what? It's telling the algorithm, oh, he or she wants more of this. Put more. Boom, 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 and that's all in your face. No. We're not doing that. So remove it. Take it out. Do what you have to do. Join communities that's uplifting. Join communities. Find your communities. Find what you're looking for. It's out there. It is. Okay? Some offline replacements you can do, of course, I've already said it, reading. So get off that technology and go read a book. Of course, journaling. And when I say journaling, like you can go and buy journals that has prompts in there for all different aspects of life. And you can just like answer the prompt and like write about it. You know? And it don't have to all only be mental health. There are so many variety of journaling prompt books that you can buy for a lot of different things. What do I want to see my life, my future plans? There's a journal out there for it. I ran into it randomly at the store. And every prompt is designed to like really shape you in your mind and to get the thoughts out so that you can start really mapping and planning it out. Just saying. Again, walking around, going outside, go to the gym, right? Connecting face to face with loved ones, families, and friends. Like, you can do these things. You can remove and give yourself a break from technology by replacing it with other things that has nothing to do with technology. Like, there's options out there. Don't doubt yourself. I'm just saying. Okay. So again, I kept it cute, simple, because remember, digital world, technology can definitely affect your mental health. So let's unplug. As the people like to say, let's unplug and be one with yourself again. Okay? Because we don't have to let it take over and then like it's consuming us mentally, and now we're going on a downward spiral, and now we're irritable, right? And now we're so anxious, and now we're just talking down on ourselves, right? We don't need that. It's enough going on in this world. We don't need that type of energy. Okay? So, I want y'all to reflect on these 2 questions for me this week. Okay? How do you usually feel after spending time online? And what's one small boundary you could set with technology this week? Tell me. How do you usually feel after spending time online? And what's one small boundary you can set with technology this week? Let me know. Put it in the comments. Share it. Let's talk about it. Okay? As always, y'all know what to do. Like, comment, Subscribe, share with your loved ones, follow me everywhere on Peaceful Chaos Therapy. I appreciate y'all. Y'all mean the world to me. And thank you for tuning in as always. And remember, take your break digitally, right? Because digital wellness is about balance, not restriction. We ain't cutting out the digital. We just want to find a balance. Okay? So again, set one digital boundary and notice how it impacts your mood. Tell me about it. Write about it. And I will see y'all soon.